33% less carbs. You heard me correctly. Regular white rice that is less than 33% carbohydrates. When you first told me about this, I couldn't believe it because I was like, I haven't had rice and I can't remember when. And I will tell you, this will do white rice, brown rice, and a whole lot more.
That's right. And you know, if you have the option, why not take a third of the carbs out? The rice tastes the same, it cooks the same, it eats the same, you just have a third less carbs. But this is an all-in-one cooker, so you can do grains, steel-cut oats, beans.
I should point out this is Chef Jeremy Parker.
Hi, by the way.
This is Chef Jeremy Parker, our GreenPan representative.
Yeah.
Now, this is a machine, a rice cooker that is how much capacity?
So it does 8 cups of cooked rice. So it's got an 8-cup capacity. This is 4 cups uncooked. When it's uncooked, it looks like this, and then when it's cooked, it looks like this, but this is regular rice. Now, it has something in here called Fuzzy Logic. So if you don't want to do low-carb rice, that's okay. You can just cook it the regular way, and
so this is not lower carb.
This is not low-carb rice. I'm going to do a little comparison, though. I'm going to do some here. I'm going to do the other side with low-carb here, okay? And the main thing is that
this is regular carb rice.
This is regular, just standard white rice, brown rice. Here's the difference. You're not going to get that burnt pan. We've all done this.
Hurt my feelings a little bit.
David, I've worked as a chef for most of my life. I've done this so many times.
That hurts my feelings.
Okay, yeah, you do rice, it burns. So this has Fuzzy Logic. That means whether you're cooking 1 cup or 8 cups of rice, it will never over or undercook it. There's a chip inside that checks the temperature as it cooks. So you get perfect rice, perfect beans, perfect quinoa every time. It is the smartest appliance you will have in your kitchen. It's smarter than some of my buddies in Venice Beach, California.
There you go.
Okay, here.
All right, now let's do regular low carb rice.
This is low carb rice. I'll show you how to make it next. If you're wondering how does this work, so as it cooks, this is not like just rinsing your rice. That just gets the sort of dust off the outside. It cooks the starch water out of the rice. So here, this tray you put in, it does 3 cups of low carb. You put 1.5 cups of regular white rice. You see all that right there, all those starches? That represents 1/3 of your carbohydrates right there. So if you're on a low carb diet, or maybe just trying to maintain like I'm doing right now, if I have an opportunity, I try to just cut the carbs, but I'm not gonna stop eating rice. So how does it taste? Okay, let me put some in here. By the way, of course, GreenPan, invented the ceramic nonstick. So all this nonstick you see inside of here, nothing sticks like the pan I had next to me. And it's made out of sand.
I'm searching for a fork.
Oh, a fork. Well, you want to grab just grab a little paddle.
There may not be a fork, so I'll just grab a little paddle.
So here you got.
Is this the low carb rice?
This is low carb rice towards you.
Friend.
That's towards you right there.
All right, now let me try the low carb.
Low carb. Well, get in there. I mean, now that's not seasoned. That's just plain.
Don't have to.
Just plain rice.
You know how it's been?
Here you go.
Because I've had rice, white rice. Oh my gracious, that is delicious.
Isn't it fantastic?
And it's 33% less carbs.
33% less carbs. Now that's just regular rice. David, I kind of prefer. I mean, can you?
It's a little starchy.
After eating, can you tell? I mean, maybe side by side you can tell, but
I mean, side by side, you start to you taste a little bit of the starch in the regular.
Huh. Yeah.
You don't taste it as much in the low carb.
I prefer it. I make a spicy tuna bowl where I do like spicy tuna on top, and I do the low carb. Of course, I put mirin in it, which has a little sugar and salt, but whatever. It's helping. Okay.
Wow.
Let me show you how.
What else can you cook in here?
Okay, well, let me show you how to do it, the low carb, because if you're wondering the difference, if you're making regular rice, you're just gonna scoop this rice into here.
It comes with a little measuring cup.
It comes a little measuring cup here, okay? And you can wash your rice. I always kind of wash my rice first, but 1 cup here, fill it up to the line that says 1. See those lines there? One side is for white rice, one side is for brown rice, multi-grains on there. If you're doing low carb rice, turn this around this way, okay? There's a line right here, and you're gonna do 1.5 cups of rice, white rice or brown rice, it doesn't matter. And then I'm going to fill it up to that line. And then the only difference is you just press a different button. Well, you only press 1 button, but it goes to function. And then you put this in. It percolates up, it grabs that starchy water out of the rice, catches it here, removes 1/3 of the carbs. Okay, when you turn it on, here's your function. So here's your regular rice, white rice, brown rice, multigrains, wild rice. It'll cook them perfectly. Now, low carb white rice, low carb brown rice, and then let's get into the other fun ones. Soup. You want to make soup in this? Perfect 170 degrees. Quinoa will never overcook. It's just a cup and a cup and a half of water. You could do beans in here. David, I've seen some great bean recipes.
Oh, wow.
Ham hocks from Easter. And then if you're doing natural steel cut oats as a function for that.
But let's go back to low carb white rice.
Oops, I went past it. Okay, low carb white rice here. I press start. Just hold that.
So it's 45 minutes.
45 minutes for the low carb. It will be perfect. It will be delicious.
And it will, and when it's done, it switches over to warm, yes?
Yes, and when it's done, it automatically goes to warm, stays at warm until you're ready to eat.
All right, this is ordinarily $159.94 if you purchase it separately. We have it at $69.98 and free ship. Now the free ship saves you an extra $7.50, and that begins to add up.
Sure.
So when you start to look at our sale price and then you look at our free ship, you begin to understand, oh, wait a minute, and I can have 33% less carbs in my rice. I'm in. Now, this is available in lots of colors. We have it for you in,
we put them right back there.
Oh,
and
here they are.
Everything laid out.
And there are some recipe
with the
cards
8 recipe
included
cards
as well. And remember this, Cookwell comes out for easy dishwasher cleaning, as well as your little percolator and your little measuring cup, and then your spatula and your spoon. Now we have this in graphite. We have this in cream. We have this color is called mint julep.
Ooh.
I love that name. And then we have Oxford blue. Plus you get all these recipe cards, complete with color photos. And this will cook so many different things and allowing you to reach your goals, whether it be low carb or regular carb, white or brown rice. Maybe it's oats or quinoa.
Quinoa right here. And David, if you've ever wondered how to do just real quinoa, not instant. This is not pre-cooked. It's not fabric. It's nothing. This is just healthy, delicious quinoa. If you want to do a nice Greek salad, oh, I just love. Look at that, delicious, not overcooked, not mushy, not crunchy. That is why what's called fuzzy logic. There's nothing fuzzy about that logic. It just reads, it accurately cooks. No matter how much you have it, it will monitor the temperature inside and adjust it accordingly so that you get the perfect steel cut oats, the perfect brown rice, the perfect white rice, the perfect multigrain or quinoa. Look at that. And it's very, very simple. One unit does it all. Okay, next to this, we've got, I believe, some breakfast steel cut oats.
Oh, like oatmeal.
Like oatmeal, yeah. But again, real actual steel cut oats. So let me give that a little mix up there. And they're just so good, so much better than just instant here.
And if you want to add a little bit of yogurt to this or whole milk, that'll loosen it up a little bit.
And I want to show here too that if you look inside, nothing sticks. And again, GreenPan created that toxin-free, PFAS-free,
I just noticed you have syrup here. You add some syrup to it. Anything that is liquid that will help loosen it up.
Let me get here, sure. Yeah, this has been in there for a while, but let me put some berries in here. How about this? I love a little bit of berry in my steel cut oats. And then if you want to put a little brown sugar, which is my grandma, she always did the brown sugar on her
oats.
On her oats, yep, on her oatmeal. And then of course, why not? Let's do a little bit of maple syrup there too.
That'll add some moisture back too.
There you go. And look at that, delicious. So not just rice, not just beans, not just quinoa, breakfast. I love it. Yep. And again, last time, let me do this one more time because here is the low carb. This is really the prize. It's the only one I've seen that does this. If you're wondering, how does it take a third of the carbs out and you just tuned in?
There they are.
Here they are. It captures, it cooks it out. This isn't just like the milky water that when you clean or wash your rice, this is actually starches cooked out of that low rice.
That's your 33% carbs right there.
Right there. That's it. And what you're left with is delicious, perfect, fluffy rice that is just perfect for any meal, whether you're doing a poke or if you're doing, there's so many different recipes.
Or you're ordering some
teriyaki.
steamed Chinese food and you want to make your own rice. And they're going to ask you at the Chinese restaurant, did you want brown or white rice? I don't want any rice.
No, I got my own.
Because I made my own. I made 33% less carb rice at home. Thanks. All right, now it's all about adding your favorite ingredients to it, and we're helping you with the sale price and the free shipping and handling. Chef Jeremy Parker, thank you, sir. It's nice to see you.
Thank you. I'll see you again.